Good morning, students. Welcome to the digital classroom with Holy Heart Schools. Today we are going to continue with our chapter Rocks. In today's video, we will be learning about sedimentary rocks. While going through this topic, we will be learning some new words like number 1, sedimentary rocks. Rocks formed by the deposition of sediments brought down by the rivers. Number 2, weathering. Disintegration and decomposition of rocks at or near the earth's surface. Number 3, erosion. Removal of top layer of soil by the action of wind and water. Number 4, sediments. Broken material in form of sand or stones carried onto land and into water by water, wind and glaciers. And at the last we have secondary rocks. Rocks formed by the accumulation of broken pieces of pre-existing rocks. Now students, please open up your page number 45 of chapter number 6, Rocks. Today our topic is sedimentary rocks. But before we start with our topic, let's have a brief about today's topic. After the formation of igneous rocks, the solid rocks of the crust led to disintegration or started breaking up into smaller pieces of different sizes by various agents. The smaller fragments, known as sediments, are carried by different agents of gradation like running water, river, etc., to low-lying areas like seas and lakes, where such fragments are deposited in the form of sediments, layer by layer, one over the other. They are called sedimentary rocks. The material from which they are made originally have come out from the disintegration and decomposition of older rocks, chiefly igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks are also called secondary rocks as they were formed out of the sediments of primary rocks or other rocks. They are also known as stratified rocks as they are formed in layers or strata. The sediments get sorted out according to their size. It means that larger sediments settle down at lower level and smaller sediments settle in the higher level due to gravity. The soft sediments turn into the hard rocks over the million of years by the process of compaction and cementation, and the combined process of compaction and cementation is known as lithification. So now students, let's start with our reading of the topic today, sedimentary rocks. The word sedimentary has been derived from the Latin word sedimentum, which means settling down. The processes of weathering. Weathering means breaking up of rocks or disintegration of rocks. And erosion. Erosion means removal of the top layer of soil by wind and water. Constantly break the igneous and the other rocks into fragments. Fragments means into smaller pieces of all shapes and sizes. These agents provide the raw material needed to form the sedimentary rocks. The broken material is carried away by running water, glaciers. Glaciers are the huge mass of ice and snow, wind, sea waves, etc., and deposited in the water bodies or in the depressions. Depressions means in hollows like structures. The deposited material are called sediments. The sediments are generally deposited in the horizontal layer or stratus. It means they are deposited layer by layer or one layer over the another layer. Thus, the sedimentary rocks are also called stratified rocks. Several layers of sediments are regularly deposited over the long period of time. The pressure exerted from the upper layers convert the loose rock material into hard and compact rock. As I have already discussed, it is formed by the process of lithification. The sediments also get cemented to form sedimentary rocks. The sediments are actually provided by the original igneous rocks or the other types of rocks. Thus the sedimentary rocks are also known as secondary rocks that we have already discussed. Next we have types of sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are divided into three classes according to their formation: mechanically formed sedimentary rocks, organically formed sedimentary rocks, and chemically formed sedimentary rocks. Mechanically formed sedimentary rocks contain the fragments of waste from disintegration or breaking up of other rocks. The agents of denudation break them further and transport them to the new sites where they are deposited and form the new sedimentary rock, examples sandstone, shale, and clay. Next we have organically formed sedimentary rocks. These consist of remains of the marine animals and plants. They are also formed when the vegetation matter is buried and undergoes change. Example, coal, petroleum or rock oil is a product of the decay of plants and animal remains, that is also known as fossils. Other examples include limestone and coral. This is the reason we say that sedimentary rocks are rich in fossils. The next one is the chemically formed sedimentary rocks. These include sedimentary rocks made by the chemical processes such as rock formed by the direct chemical precipitation of mineral matter, example gypsum and rock salt. They accumulate in salt lakes and lagoons through evaporation. Some of these are arranged in layers and are covered by sandstones. These are called chemically formed sedimentary rocks. Now next we are starting up with the characteristics of sedimentary rocks. Number 1. Sedimentary rocks are also known as secondary rocks as they are formed by the sediments of other rocks denuded and deposited by the agents of gradation like wind, water. Sedimentary rocks are largely found on the earth's surface. They cover 75% area of the earth. Number 3. These rocks are generally not crystalline in nature. They are soft and have many layers as they are formed due to the deposition of sediments. Number 4. These rocks may have the presence of remains of plants and animals in between various layers. So now let's read. The sedimentary rocks are comparatively softer than the igneous rocks, as we have already studied that igneous rocks are hard and compact. Number 2. These rocks have layers horizontally arranged one above the other. This is the reason they are also known as stratified rocks. The raw material for the sedimentary rocks is derived from the older rocks, especially the igneous rocks, plants and animal remains, also known as fossils. Thus, these rocks have fossils of plants and animals between the layers. Fossils can also be defined as a remain of dead plants and animals that get decomposed over a period of time. Next we have the sedimentary rocks are found over the largest surface, about 75% of the earth. These rocks have been mostly formed under the water and therefore have mud cracks or mark of ripples and waves because the larger or heavier sediments get deposited under the seabeds. The composition of sedimentary rocks depend upon the nature of cementing elements and rock forming material. It means the parent rock has an effect on the formation of sedimentary rock. Most of the sedimentary rocks are permeable and porous. Permeable means the rock that allows the water to seep into it. The sedimentary rocks are not crystalline. Crystalline means they are not forming any crystal-like structure and are not glossy and are not found in massive forms such as batholiths and laccoliths. These are the landforms formed by the igneous rocks. So now students, this was our topic for the day. Please revise your topic and do the related exercises. Thank you.